TV contributor Dan Bongino, Fox News contributor Daniel Hoffman, Fox News national security strategist Dr. Sebastian Gorka. We'll start with you, Danielle Hoffman, tonight. I interviewed Jose Rodriguez. He was there. I don't like airing the tape anymore because I've aired it the last 2 nights, and I look 30 pounds skinnier. But in all seriousness, he was there. The information that led to the courier, that led to bin Laden, came from that enhanced interrogation. We wouldn't have gotten bin Laden without those techniques, which were medically supervised at the highest degree of safety, although they didn't know it.
Right, Sean. There's a couple of points here that I would highlight. First of all, it's an uncomfortable truth for those who didn't support the program and don't today that, yes, it actually did work. You can debate the morals and the ethics of the program, but it did work. We did obtain significant intelligence, not just on finding bin Laden, but other al-Qaeda operatives as well, and we stopped threats against our nation. Could you imagine if we had these techniques and they were approved and we had someone in detention who knew about a threat and an attack took place, and afterwards, post-mortem, we were asked if we did all that we could and used all of our capabilities, and we replied that we did not? I think those same congressmen who were grilling Gina Haspel would have confronted us over dereliction of duty.
Let me go to Dr. Gorka. Dr. Gorka, this is one of the most important issues that's facing this country. And look, it was the law at the time. Also, it was under the highest level of medical supervision. We are not, as some of these Democratic senators suggest, we are not the enemy. Now, they might not have known that it was medically supervised, but they didn't need to know that. But in the aftermath of 3,000 Americans killed, we needed information about what else might be coming, what dangers exist, and I think she and others did America a great service here.
This woman is a patriot and a 30-year-plus veteran of the intelligence community. Personally, and I'm not going to go into the details, I have some issues with enhanced interrogation because of the danger it can lead to of people fabricating information to get you to stop doing what you're doing to them. But look at the facts. We're talking about 3 people, Sean. We're talking about interrogations that led to the saving of lives, undoubtedly. And the last point is one of honor. All of these people were fine with these techniques, and all of these people were fine with this woman when she was acting director and never questioned her integrity or her morals. And that is despicable that these cowards now do a volte-face and are attacking her for exactly the things they approved of after 9/11.
Yeah, well said. Let me, Dan Bongino, turn to other topics. President Trump showed military force after missiles were fired over Japan and threats to Guam and even the continental U.S. President Trump put sanctions on North Korea. President Trump mocked the North Korean dictator. The media, the Democrats said he'd start a nuclear war. What have we had so far? We have concessions. We have 3 Americans home safely today. We never thought we'd see Kim Jong-un cross the DMZ into the arms of the South Korean president. We see now the possibility of the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula in total. We have seen other concessions. This is an amazing, teachable moment for peace through strength, is it not?
It is, but President Trump will get 0 credit because the you know, I got to be careful on that. I get really upset, Sean, because the think tankers and these swamp rats, you know, these slobs who've been in power forever, who followed these structured paths of formal diplomacy, they've had their bow ties on, they've had their cocktail lunches. They're the ones laughing at Trump right now, despite the fact that he's got results that none of them could get. They think he's some kind of a Neanderthal cretin. They followed all the formal paths. They played by all the rules. And you know what Trump did, Sean? He came in there. He wasn't used to these rules. He was a builder from Queens, and he said, wait, let me get this straight. There's still nukes on that peninsula, despite all the smart people telling us how to get rid of it. He was unpredictable, and he's the one who got results, and he won't get an ounce of credit for it amongst that class.
You know what? As he said, he just wants to solve the problem, which, by the way, I remember Winston Churchill said, blood, toil, tears, sweat, victory. That's our goal. He said, the president today, right. I want the world safer, which then brings us to the Israelis, Danielle Hoffman. They had to strike back. You cannot allow the Iranian forces and mullahs to fire missiles from Syrian bases into Israel and not have a massive price to pay?
Yeah, the viewers will recall that no matter the threat, whether it's an Iraqi nuclear program in the 1980s or a Syrian nuclear program, which Israel destroyed in 2007, they don't hesitate to take the threats off the table. They've got exceptionally strong intelligence capabilities, and in this case, the Iranians presented an existential threat to them from Syria. Frankly, Sean, I expect Israel to continue to mount those sorts of operations to keep their citizens safe.
And let's stay a step further. I think the president, by withdrawing from this horrific $150 billion idiocy of Barack Obama, Dr. Gorka, is showing the world America's back, America's leading on the world stage. This is a very important message, I think, to send the world. Whether our European allies like it or not, I frankly don't care.
They're going to toe the line. I'm sorry. They're going to moan and moan, but within weeks they will follow our lead because we are the only leaders out there. That's how it worked for the 20th century, and that's how it's going to work under Donald Trump in the 21st century. Yeah. That's power politics, and the bottom line is very simple. You don't give in to dictators.
Well said. All right. Thank you, Dan Bongino, Daniel Hoffman, Dr. Gorka. We have a lot of news breaking tonight. Ed Henry live at the White House. He has brand new details about President Trump's